Folks at home, we're back on the air. RueTV is back on the air. It is January the 10th or something. Yeah, 10th,
Yeah.
2023. And we've got a returning guest on the show, my good friend, Hannah Fierman. Hannah, it is awesome to have you back on the show. How you doing today?
Hey, it's so glad. I mean, it's so glad. I'm so glad to be back. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Happy to be here.
Yeah, Happy New Year. I didn't realize 2020 what is it? Yeah, 2023. So I'm thinking I was brushing my teeth uh this morning or yes, I think it was this morning. And I was thinking, when was the last time Hannah was on the show? Holy shit in a can. It was 3 years ago. I'm like, oh, it was like a year and a half ago. It was like 2 years ago. No, 3 years ago. I'm like, what the hell is happening with life and time where it's speeding so fast that I can't even like comprehend? It's been 3 years. Isn't that crazy?
Are you sure? Because I'm having a
Yeah.
hard time.
Yeah, it was, and then
Okay.
then I then so I had the same reaction as you. I was like, no, it can't be. So then I went to my I went to the YouTube channel. I pulled up the old video, and it was like March or April of 20. So it was like almost 3 years, like March or April of 2020. So that's 3 years. So yeah, I'm aging rapidly. The next time, I don't know. I hope,
Well,
yeah.
I get the next time you don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. This could be the last time that I talk to you. So
Well, we better make it count.
yeah, we should.
Um, yeah,
So
but you text and email me, so it doesn't feel like it's been that long, and that's kind of unusual because you don't usually meet somebody doing a podcast that you've never met in real life and then actually become friends that you like text pictures to and stuff. But
yeah,
yeah,
well,
crazy.
before we got on the air, I texted you a picture of what was happening. Nobody can see this side of the other side of the camera, but for folks at home who don't see this, there was my dog Maui. Everybody knows Maui. She was sitting where my chair should be, giving me the sad eyes. And I don't know. Neither of us have kids, but honestly, Hannah, like I feel what like whenever I do a show, they know to like turn it. They've been going strong since like 3:30. I set up the computer, and it's like I feel like I don't know. It's almost like tending to little toddlers. Like I don't know what it is about the show. It's like they feel like they're losing attention time or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Especially Maui. So I don't know. I don't know.
Maui's smart.
Yeah,
She's like,
smart
nope.
girl. They have submitted no, wait, hold up. Two of my pets have submitted questions for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Fuck, here, let's do them now. Let's see. So Juniper, my cat, he was okay. Juniper said, I'm Juniper. My dad shows me you. His English isn't very good. My dad shows me you on TV. Why don't you do more cat and bird movie? What? Why come? I told you his vernacular isn't. He's a cat. Why come you? Why come? Why no bird or cat movie? I like watching bird. So,
Oh, wow.
so
That's a really
Juniper
good
said
question.
he composed his words like the best he could. I'm sorry that for folks at home who didn't quite understand it, but I think you got the gist of it though.
I
So
think it was almost a haiku. Okay, so yeah, it's a good question. Thank you, Jennifer. I think that I would love to do more cat and bird movie. I think that that would be super duper fun for me.
yeah.
I'm allergic to cats, unfortunately, but that doesn't stop me from rubbing you guys on my face. I suffer.
Well, yeah, no, I
When
hear
I
you.
I was directing this segment of Dead by Midnight 2, Whites You Kill.
Yeah.
Um, we were on set and there were these Rex cats, the
Oh,
kind
really?
that they kind of look like the hairless ones, but they're not hairless. They got this peach fuzz that is soft like velvet, and they're kind of colorful and they're very affectionate.
Yeah, yeah, I've
And
seen them. Yeah.
I mean, they didn't care. They let you hold them like a baby. They didn't want to leave. I think they're a little chilly. I think they're a little cold. But
So,
anyway, I mean, I'm holding this cat knowing I'm full allergic to cats, but I'm like, it's
uh,
a Rex cat. It'll be fine. And
so
so I
we,
wrote,
yeah, so I brought in these guys because they were sleeping under my shed. This is many years ago. They're like 10 years old, and I got allergy. I have bad allergies, so I went to a specialist, and they said I'm allergic to ragweed, pollen, or no ragweed, whatever the other thing is, and then dogs and cats. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm out of luck. So I was like, well, I'm not getting rid of my cats and I'm not getting rid of my dog. So let's get me on some medication. So I got some meds, and I usually take it before I go to bed because if I don't, I'm gonna wake up looking like Martin Short in Pure Luck. That's a dated reference when he got stung by a bee. It's a really good movie. Folks at home, go watch Pure Luck with Martin Short and Danny Glover. My brother Kevin loves that movie, so I think he swells up like a tick. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but yeah, I take medicine for it. So, but
Zyrtec? What do you take?
no, the generic version of Singular, I think it's called Singular. Yeah, so it's a prescribed. I don't know. Zyrtec seems to not work, but I don't
Well,
know.
I don't want to nerd out about antihistamines, but
Yeah.
I get hives. That's what I get
Oh,
from cats.
really? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I swell up and I look like yeah. And
Not good.
that's how it was when I rubbed that the Rex on my face, and then I had to direct for the rest of the day, and like half
Oof.
of my face was swollen. It was hilarious. Um, but yeah, Zyrtec is what does it for me, even the generic kind. So if anybody else has skin allergies, that's what's up.
I got one more pet with a question. You
Okay.
want it? Okay. That was Juniper. Here's Maui's. Let me bring it up. Where'd it go? All right, Maui. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Where are you? Okay. Maui says, what? I don't know why. Okay. Why do you want play Snake Lady? I see Snake outside near lake. She my friend. So I think she read your Facebook update the other day when you said you wanted to play Medusa in a movie. So
Oh yeah,
I think that's it. So
yeah.
um
Okay, so let me unpack this. So
yeah, this
yeah,
is a lot to unpack here.
yes, I do like to run and play outside.
Okay.
I play a lot of tennis. Well, I don't think you could technically call it tennis.
Mm.
It's more me chasing the ball around a tennis court, and it's a tennis ball, and I have a tennis racket. I love it. It's okay. It's okay to enjoy things that you suck at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I play a lot of that whenever possible. And yeah, I just think it would be really fascinating to play Medusa and to make a Medusa movie, a feature length, something, something new and interesting. Like I haven't seen much of that monster. And somebody pointed out that there was a Medusa in VHS 99, which I totally forgot about. And then they reminded me of it. I remember thinking it was a really good one. Um, but there's just a lot to explore there. And, yeah, it's really inspiring. And I've got,
That's probably been the only. I didn't see VHS 99, but I don't remember any recent reincarnations of a Medusa character, on
yeah,
film, like recently. I don't think so. That's actually, yeah.
I think it'd be
Somebody
so much fun.
somebody write it. Somebody watching this write it, please, because I'm
Yeah.
lazy.
Yeah, and well, there was a Medusa like character in my feature Siren, where the bartender she has leeches for hair. You remember
Right,
that?
right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
That wasn't quite the same though. But still, cool character. But yeah, yeah, I just popped into my head, and I was just thinking, wow, there's so many places to go with that.
And I guess the other question was, we can interpret treats as snacks. What are your favorite treats? She said treats because she gets treats. What are your favorite snacks?
Yeah, I treat myself, after I do something, do a chore I don't want to do, I'll let myself eat some Butterfingers. I love
Butter
Butterfingers.
Butterfingers and Reese's are my two top. I think they're
Yeah.
top of the Halloween candy bowl for sure.
Yes. Yeah. And you can't really argue with a Kit Kat either.
No,
Um,
dark chocolate
but
Kit Kats are pretty good too.
they're really good. They're really good. They got some crazy ones out there. I've seen like strawberry and mint. I have not explored those.
I don't think I had Halloween. I gave out green Kit Kats to the trick-or-treaters, but I don't think it's like, I think it's a gimmick. Like, I don't think it tastes any different. It was just
Oh,
green. Well, speaking of trick-or-treaters and people dressing up in cosplays and all that, how have you, so like we talked 3 years ago in here. Since then, you've started going to cons. How has that been? How has your experience been going to horror cons?
I have really enjoyed horror conventions. Before I had ever, well, I had never really been to one until I was a guest at one. So I really didn't
Yeah.
know what to expect. And, I had a manager and she's like, yeah, bring your pictures. Come on. And so I was like, okay. So I showed up with headshots and she's like, no, where's your pictures? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And and then she went and made me some and brought them. And
Yeah.
she's like, this is what you need. And I was like, oh, I feel so stupid. And but I just had a wonderful time. It was just like being embraced by just people. They're just there to be happy. They're to have a good time, to enjoy, their favorite genre and to dress up. And I think I've made at least one good friend at every convention I've done.
It's awesome.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's lovely. And, people are just like, oh, and now I met you. I want to put you in my movie. And it's just like,
Yeah, it's
oh,
a
yeah,
good
cool.
good place to network too. Yeah, a lot of people there that like I'll give you what's his face that did Damien Leone at the Terrifier. He's always at the cons, so he's there's always a lot of directors and people hanging out there, so it's a good place to network and make friends too. So
Yeah. And it sort of is what's nice about it is, there's not a hierarchy. It's just all the guests are on the same level. You all hang out in the same room. You talk to your neighbor if they're cool, you hang out, you get lunch. It's
yeah,
not like, when you're on a big movie set and then there's the leads and then there's the, supporting cast and then there's the extras and then there's this like, everybody sits in their own little areas and you don't really get to know each other as people, as much as colleagues. Versus conventions, you're all on the same level and you're just like, hey, you seem cool, let's go get a bagel, because I don't want to hang out all by myself all weekend, because I'm in
yeah.
in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, so I really really enjoyed it. I've been inspired. I met a guy, um uh what's it, his company is called Diabolical Designs.
Okay.
His name is Oz, and I met him at Days of the Dead, Atlanta, and he was making these beautiful masks. And I was looking for masks for a feature that I was directing. And so I hired him and commissioned him to do all these amazing masks because he was like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, and it's just like stuff like that. It's just wonderful.
Have you had anybody with um succubus Hannah tattoos yet show you? Like the not yet. Ha
Yeah.
Oh, you have somebody.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how does that make you feel that you're like? I mean, it's not you, but it's your character on somebody else's skin till they're dead. How does that make you feel? Does it make you feel honored? Does it make you feel what the hell's going on? Or does it?
Well, at first when it happened, I was like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, kind of
But
crazy.
extremely flattered, but
Hmm.
also, I get it. Like the horror
Yeah.
genre goes hand in hand with like, metal and rock and roll and tattoos and,
Hmm.
all the fun stuff. And,
Yeah.
so it does make sense. And my immediate reaction was just like, what if I disappoint this person in the future? And wow, I better make sure that character is protected and top notch for the rest of my life if I play it, because like
Yeah.
I do not want them to regret their tattoo because of me. So, kind of, actually it was a good thing. It kind of made me like be real serious about it.
I mean, we've done
Yeah.
so. It's. I'm trying to think. I didn't see VHS 99. I saw
It
95.
was
I think.
good. It was good.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
good. Yeah. Is there eight? I kind of lost track. There's eight. Is 85? 85? Are they doing an 80s one now, or did that already happen?
yeah, they're doing an
Okay.
80s one. Um, David Bruckner is returning to do a segment.
The guy that did the original,
The guy
or
that did mine, yeah.
your segment. Yeah.
and he just got through doing the most recent Hellraiser, and so
Well,
he's
I mean, the smart money is, I don't know, to probably bring your character back if they keep making these remakes. I mean, I think I would do it. I mean, that's the reason. I don't want to diminish the other reasons why the franchise has been successful, but clearly, the lady sitting here and her character is a pivotal reason why. So if you're listening to this, write something else in the next movie for Hannah. Thanks.
I I think that's a wonderful idea. Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
I
Yeah,
think so.
do
I
it.
think so. I think so.
Do it.
But speaking of, before we get off of cons, but if you ever do Monster Mania Con, which I think they're booking now, um, yeah, that'd be really fun to say hi to you in person.
I'll get my manager to check it out. And if I'm
Yeah.
not filming and if they have room, then I'll totally do it. So why not? I mean, I play a monster. Seems like I fit right in.
Oh, they would, and that's a it's a huge con, so that you would clean up. They would do there. There's a lot of people that love that franchise, and they're insane. These people are crazy. I do vlogs there every year. I do a vlog. I have a question. All right, so I'm watching. I'm on my lunch break today, and I'm like, well, I don't know. This is really interesting because I know he's probably watching. I was like, I don't know when was the last time Hannah did an interview. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna eat my sandwich and go on YouTube and type in interview, Hannah Fierman interview.
What
So
I
now,
do.
so I popped up this talk with this guy, which I like. I don't. This isn't this disparaging in any way negative, but there's still okay. It was, what is his name? His name was Dax from What's Under the Bed. He was like a 12-year-old kid or a 13-year-old kid or something. I've never seen an interviewer this prepared and did this. You did an interview with him last March. I'm watching this thing and I'm like, holy shit. There doesn't even have to be another Hannah Fierman interview ever, because this he had like he memorized he the research that this guy did. Amazing. If you're watching this, Dax, props to you. I mean, you've covered
Huge,
everything. Props to
huge
you.
props.
You've done
Yeah,
everything. Like I thought he was going to be like Anna. You portrayed Annie in the performance. Well,
yeah.
you had French bread pizza that morning before the performance. Did it affect you in any way because you put the red pepper on it? What the hell is you? Are you a robot? Are you a robot? Not even
He's a robot.
not even a robot. Are you a robot? I think he's a
Oh
robot.
my gosh, okay. So these guys, him
He's
and his
watching this.
father are fabulous, and they sent me for Christmas. They recorded
Hmm.
all of the interviews from that year onto a VHS
Oh, okay.
and put a
Wow.
label on it and made a sleeve and sent me a Christmas card.
Oh, wow.
Those guys are organized. They
Good.
got it's like a science, man. I was incredibly impressed with them. I met them at Days of the Dead Atlanta, and yeah, just
Okay.
just really chums from the jump. They're just the coolest people.
Like
And
he
I
had
was
everything, like the good questions, the logical questions, the funny questions, the random questions. I'm sitting here watching, like, what the hell?
He did a really good job. I mean,
He
it was
did
like
awesome.
it's an art form. That guy's got he's got a future.
He's got to definitely got a talent, and
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, he had this is a good segue. During this, all the cool kids call their segues. He had a Dark Circles poster behind him, and you don't even have a Dark Circles poster.
I still don't have one. I still don't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when was the decision made? Unless I'm wrong, because I get I'm old now. So, um, when was the decision made to change the name? Wasn't that event surrounding Peeping Tom and it was changed to Dark Circles, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When was that decision made, or when? Why was that decision made?
So that was an unfortunate series of events surrounding a peeping tom. I like the events surrounding a peeping tom. I think it's a wonderful title.
Mhm.
I think it really tells you what you're getting into immediately. It's like, I mean, better than a log line. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna watch this peeping tom movie.
Yeah. Mhm.
Um, and I think it made it sound like old timey whimsical.
Yeah, a
Um,
little bit
you
too.
know, yeah, back, old detective-y kind of.
Hmm.
And I really liked that title, but when we started doing our Indiegogo,
Yeah.
we discovered that we were getting lost in some sort of algorithm, and evidently
Oh,
my producers surmised that it was because it was associated with a
mm,
sex predator.
yeah. Okay.
You
So,
know, where
so you got pushed down the algorithm. I see.
Yeah, so at one
Yeah.
point, I've helped out on my friends' movies and proof of concepts. I've AD'd, I've
Hmm.
gotten them food. And they weren't supporting my Indiegogo. And
Right.
I was just like, so I made a post. I was like, I was a little fed up. I was a little annoyed. And I was like, hey guys, I've done all this stuff for you guys. You can't even repost. What the hell? And and they were like, Hannah, sorry, we haven't seen it. We don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. And it'd been up for like
Hmm.
months. And so we realized that it was part of some sort of algorithm. And we changed it to Dark Circles. And Dark Circles was my idea for a title. Um,
I
but I
like it.
still,
Yeah.
it's okay. I like it, but I don't like it as much as the events surrounding Peeping Tom. And I tried to change it back a
Hmm.
few months ago, and they were
Yeah.
like, "No, it's too late." I'm like, "Okay,"
Well, you can't change it back now. Do you know why, Hannah?
because you bought a poster.
No. So was it last year or year before? So I had Kate and Ryan on the show.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're the best.
And of course, every time we referred to it, we called it the events surrounding Peeping Tom. So when I figured out that it was now Dark Circles, I went back and dubbed every
You did
time
not. You
they
did.
said, and now I turned it into a kung fu movie. It looks like a kung fu movie now. So you can't change it back now.
Dark Circles.
No, I didn't really do that, but it'd be funny if I did.
I believed you. Uh, yeah,
No, just
good.
like, well, no, I did. You know what I did do? I changed the title because I changed the descriptions just as if people are searching now for Dark Circles. I want them to see that because they plug the shit out of it. So I want them
Yeah,
to, yeah.
Ryan's a wonderful producer,
Mhm.
and Kate is my ingenue. And
Yeah, Ryan's cool. He was I don't know what he did, but he had a part. I think he even acted in Terrifier 2. And I think he might have helped produce or something. I don't know what it's something back. But yeah, he was
I
just
don't
in
know.
that. And Ryan's cool, and Kate is really cool too. And yeah, you got a good crew, Hannah. So hopefully we see that soon. I'm looking forward to it. Um Are you editing it too? Are you editing that or just direct? Who's editing that? Who chopped that up?
My editor is Dan Ballister,
Okay.
and we're picture locked now. And
Okay.
now I'm working through it with my composer and VFX and GFX guys, and we're close. We're getting really close. And my composer is Alexander Taylor,
Hmm.
and I gotta tell you, man, I didn't real. Okay, so the past two features that I directed, my favorite parts have been the music,
It's a big
and
part. Yeah.
it's like making a whole nother movie. And but I find it to be the most fun and rewarding aspect of filmmaking. And I didn't see it coming because I'm not a musician. And
Right.
it's just fun figuring out the language between the visual, what I want people to to take away, and then the sound that that really breathes life into that. And it's
Yeah.
been fun. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I mean, it can really just my experience of just editing videos online is adding music can just change the entire complexion of something you've shot, and it can really just emotion wise, and it can really just flip a scene on its head. Like there's certain movies I watch where it's like the thing that sticks out is not so much the acting, but a lot of times the music, and it's the score, or if they've chosen a specific song that really brings out an emotion. It means a lot. So
I noticed you got a Joy Division shirt on.
Yeah, yeah. This is an old, so this is rare. I found it at Repo Records in Philly, and they usually have a black one, but this is a red one. So
That's
an old
cool.
one. Joy Division.
I saw the bassist play his last show in New York.
Oh, really?
I mean, all the other, all the other members are in heaven now.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I saw that in New York. I think it must have been 2010, maybe
that's cool. Yeah, unfortunately, I
2009.
never. That would be a something I'll never. And then also the Ramones, I never saw. Even though I have a, where's it at over there? Poster, 1980 reproduction poster of the Ramones. But that would have been cool. See, Marky Ramone is their drummer, or was their drummer in the 90s or 80s and 90s, and he still does tours and Ramones songs. But everybody else is in the sweet hereafter. What was punk rock Hannah like in high school when she was in the band? Was she like
I
was she what was punk what was that what was Hannah like when she was in the was she in a band or something?
Yeah, I had a lot more energy.
Yeah.
I cared a lot less about anything at all.
I think
And
that was kind of like across the board for
yeah,
like people our age. Yeah.
I was extremely hyperactive, and we were spirited. It was just a way to get energy out, really. We were
Mhm.
just bouncing off the walls. Um, oh, speaking of music, this is my Lucid hoodie I got from the
Yeah.
band The Lucid. I directed one of their music videos
Mhm.
called Hair.
Congratulations. I think you won an award
Thank
for it or
you.
something, right? Right?
Yeah, I
It was
think I
really
won.
awesome. Awesome. Awesome
Yeah,
job.
it's won quite a few awards. I'm really, really stoked. Wow, I wasn't expecting that at all. Um and they got a couple of they just released a couple of singles. And here's I don't know, here's one of their CD covers, and it's got all this cool art. Sorry, there's glare.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so I mean, check it out. Mumps is out. Sweet Tooth. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I'm a big supporter of these guys. They're amazing. It's the singer from Sponge, Vinny,
Hmm.
and the bass player from Megadeth,
Right.
Ellison, and the lead guitarist and composer of a lot of this stuff. Well, I guess they're all composers. Is Drew Fortier. He's been in a lot of bands. And then there's the drummer, who's Mike Heller from Fear Factory, and
Oh yeah, I remember them. Oh yeah. Remember
he's a machine. It's like when I first heard him, I was like, that's not a human.
that?
A human can't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, impressive stuff. So yeah, I'm really inspired by those guys too.
Drew's doing all right. He had some he's doing okay. Had some
Yes,
issues
you're referring to, yeah. So
because I know you're
yeah,
supposed to tour. I don't know when it was summer or March, and then that got
right.
canceled or something.
Yeah, and I was going to help out with that tour,
Yeah.
and Drew got testicular cancer, and
Oh,
so
okay. Yeah.
they canceled everything, but you know what? It happens, and that's a good thing to bring up, because like you don't expect the youngest person in the band to get cancer. You just
No.
don't. You think, oh, it's going to be, one of the older gentlemen, gotta. So like evidently 34 is the age that most men get testicular cancer.
It's
And
crazy. Yeah.
that's an age where you're so young, you still feel
Hmm.
invincible, and the last thing you're going to think is like, oh, I got cancer, and
Yeah.
it's very important to spread that knowledge, and to make sure people know that, because another very close friend of mine, exact same thing, 34, boom.
Yeah.
And a little bit before that. So, just make sure that you guys check yourselves out.
Yeah, no, I'd be remiss because we have a lot of people who watch this show that are fans of Tom Green, and I've helped Tom out throughout the years. And he had it even earlier. Like he had it, I want to say 29 when he was 29, and he beat it, but he had it when he was 29. It was at the height of his MTV run. And
I remember watching his
yeah.
like part of his surgery.
Yeah,
Like
he filmed it. Yeah.
it was heartbreaking to watch. I
Yeah.
remember it acutely. It is still in my brain. Like he was like,
Hmm.
trying to make light of it, but you could tell that it was like
Oh,
it,
he was serious. Yeah, he was.
it was really, really upsetting. And but yeah, but he did it. He did it like a champ. He wanted to get the word out, and
Mhm.
that was fantastically brave of him.
Yeah, that was really. I hope people didn't interpret that the wrong way, because a lot of people have some sort of comedic spin on this, or I'm not going to survive mentally, just for your own mental health. So I think that's what that was. And Tom to this day is always telling people, especially people that age, from like 20, what is it, like 29 to 35 is like the main age, to check and, make sure that you don't have it, because it's pretty serious.
It
So, but I'm,
is, it is, and it doesn't get enough attention.
mhm,
And because it makes people uncomfortable. They don't want to talk about it.
yeah, but you can't be afraid of the doctor. So, yes, but that's cool though about the that music video. Do you think you'll do another music video in the future, or
I would like to, but they haven't asked me to direct anything else since.
yeah,
But I also have gotten them in touch with other directors that I thought would bring something fresh for them
yeah,
as well. So that might be partly my fault. I'm like, who else is a good director? My best friend, blah, blah, blah. And but yeah, and I really enjoy directing music videos. It's just pure joy. It is so much less stressful, in my
yeah.
opinion, than doing stuff with sound.
Do you you're just creative across the board. Do you do any more? I know, like back when I first met you, you were doing like paintings and stuff. I guess that was more like a pandemic thing, but you did it prior to. Do you still do like any artwork or stuff like that on the side, or
I haven't in a little while.
yeah?
But mostly that's because I've moved quite a few times, and I
Mhm.
haven't really had a lot of studio space.
So I went
But
to, yeah, that's definitely, I can relate to that. I went to school for art, computer graphic arts. I took all the art classes, and then I just stopped. Like for like 20 years, 20 years. So this Christmas, my mom,
what
have a
she
great,
get you?
I'm gonna show you something.
I want to see.
Show you this. Show you what Mama DiBiase got me. So she got
I'm like
me,
trying to
okay,
peep.
because I'm a good drawer. That's all I was. I sucked at painting, but I was a really good drawer, and I haven't done it in 20 years. So she got me two of these big sketchbooks. Okay, she got me that one, and then this one, and then also pencils, and then she
What? Wait,
also,
wait, wait, wait. What kind of
oh,
pencils? Let me see. What?
okay. So these are Windsor Newton. Are they good? I don't know. I don't know.
They're kind of the best.
Okay,
I
all
mean,
right.
Winsor Newton are definitely the best oil paints.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I
remember that. I remember that name for some reason. I feel
but
like, yeah, it's been a while.
I've never used their pencils, but they're probably really, really good. And sometimes I'll buy
Yeah.
like some super cheap pencils, and they'll be my favorites, and I'll wear them down to like little nubs, and I'm like, I can't even read the label. What were they? And then I'll buy expensive ones, and they're just not up to snuff. And so I just buy massive amounts and just like figure it out. But
Yeah.
my favorite ones, especially with the gels and with the paint pens, which I also feel like is a lot like drawing, um, are the German and Japanese ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because they
I used to
got
like, I
pigment,
used,
man, for days.
I used to like charcoal too. I used to do that a lot. But you know what? I don't think I've ever. When did she give me these? What we're gonna do? All right, we're gonna do this right now. This is what we're gonna do. This is the first. All right, we're gonna call my
You're
mom.
calling your mom?
Call my mom live on the air. Can you hear the phone ringing right now?
No.
Hi, Ryan.
Mom, are you there? Mom, are you there?
Yes, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm on the show. I'm on the show. I hope they can hear you. Wait a minute. What are you?
I can hear her. Yeah, I can hear her.
Hannah, you can hear. Okay, Mom, you're on the show right now.
What show?
The internet show with Hannah Fierman. She's a great actress. She's sitting here, and we're talking about the paints, or no, I'm sorry, the pencils and the paper that you got me. I just wanted to say thank you for buying them for me for Christmas.
Oh, you're welcome. Did you draw anything?
Well, I didn't draw anything yet because I'm busy, but what do you think I should draw?
Superheroes. You always like to draw superheroes.
All right. Well, I'm going to maybe Spider-Man or.
Yes, yeah, that'd be good.
All right.
Yeah, you're good at that.
Yeah. Well, do you have a question for Hannah? She's on the show. Hannah Fierman. She's a nice actress, nice young lady. You have a question for Hannah?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm watching the Golden Globes. Are you watching the Golden Globes?
No, I'm not watching it.
I guess not.
The Golden Globes. No, we're not watching the Golden Globes because we're doing the show. But now that you remind us, now Hannah's probably going to hang up because she's going to go watch.
I gotta go. I gotta go watch the Golden
That's what I'm
Globes.
watching. Golden Globes.
She said, now you just ruined it because now Hannah said she's leaving. She's got to watch the Golden Globes.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'll
Said
watch.
She said sorry and then yeah. So, but thank you for the art stuff, Mom.
All right, you're welcome.
All right, love you.
All right, love you too, honey. Okay, good night.
All right, good night. Say good night to Hannah too. Say good night to Hannah.
Bye. Bye. Good night.
Okay.
All right, bye, Mom. Bye. Yeah, that was my mom. So it was one. I didn't know if the microphone was going to pick up. I didn't know, but it did.
It did. Well, I
Good.
heard it. Yeah, I heard it loud and clear. That
That's
was
good. Yeah, that's a
your,
good.
Your mom's a champ. She didn't even bat an eye. My mom would be like, "Oh, right, I'm getting up the phone. Why would you do that to me?" And then she would just hang up. Okay, I'm terribly embarrassed.
Well,
Why?
like honestly though, normally my mom is like that, but not now. So I lucked out with that. I don't know.
That's good.
I don't know, but yeah. So that's Louise. That's Louise. You just met Louise. So, yep. I'm sure she'll go back and show all her friends now. Hopefully, and she was talking on the show. It's the first time she's never been on the show before. So,
That's funny.
Yeah. Anyway,
when I was staying at my mom's and I would do podcasts, my mom would like just come downstairs and not realize what I was doing, and she'd be like walking by with like tea.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, I brought you tea. Oh, yeah, keep a couple of sandwiches. Here you go. And it's just like, thank you. That's so sweet.
So your mama still has like a little bit of the accent, right? Or
yeah, she does.
That's pretty cool that she still retains it.
Yeah, she's got a beautiful voice. It's like the kind of voice that just like really chills you out and makes you want to take a nap.
Yeah,
it's hard to describe. It's just so pretty.
Well, there's big money in that. If she wants to do a YouTube ASMR channel, she can just read like bedtime stories of ASMR, like whisper, do like a little whisper, like it's time to go to bed, children, and now we will all have some warm milk, and you'll sleep. I go to bed and I'd sleep in a second.
I think you might have just cornered the market right there. That was really good. I got really relaxed.
I think I need to stop doing talks and start doing ASMR.
Some whispers.
You know, that's where the audience is thinking about it.
I'm pretty sure my mom doesn't know what ASMR is, and if I played it for her, she'd probably just get weirded out.
Yeah, some people aren't too familiar with it, but so I had another. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is one. It was hard to think of something that my buddy Dax, didn't think of. But time machine. Hannah Fierman has a time machine. It's a real time machine, not a fake DeLorean from a movie. A legit time machine. Where does Hannah Fierman go, and what does she do? And it's a round trip. You can come back. So where do you go? What time period? And what do you do? And then, yeah. What do you do?
Practically?
Mm-hmm. Realistically.
I'd probably just go back and win the Mega Millions and come back and,
yeah,
a week has gone by and, but impractically, I think it would be really fascinating to see ancient Greece. Well, not current Greece, I guess, because it would be current, but like, I think it would be neat to see everything painted because it's all white now, but evidently it used to be very, very vivid and colorful, and they've sort of tried to recreate it. But yeah, I think that'd be pretty rad. Or it might be, disgusting and everybody smells terrible, and I'd have an awful time and pick up
Yeah.
lice, but who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I don't know. I don't know. I grew up on Back to the Future, so I don't know exactly where I would go. Um, God, I don't know. Maybe
The birth of Christ would be pretty neat. That
could be interesting. Well, yeah, either that or the 60s, one or the other.
or the
I'm not sure.
70s and then just stay there.
Stay in the.
I'll meet you there. I'll tell you what, I'll meet you there.
I'll meet you. I'll meet you at the recording studio where Leonard Skinner is recording Freebird, and then we'll
Okay.
just we'll hang out or something. But
Wasn't that like, I think that was what was it, Memphis or so? That was like
Memphis.
what was it called? Muddy Waters?
I think it was. I'm not sure.
Wasn't it? Oh, never mind. I watched the documentary, but I don't know enough to actually be for sure. But I thought it was like, yeah, Muddy Waters or
So.
forget it. Forget it. I don't know. I'm not a musician. I don't know.
Speaking of time travel, you know who would be awesome that you could get to work with, and I hope you do one day. Because I'm thinking time travel, Back to the Future. Crispin Glover is the most interesting person I think one of the most interesting people I've ever met. I met him in he did a not a one-man show, but he showed his films in a small art house theater 5 or 6 years ago. Then he had a chance to talk to him afterwards. It was very small. I don't know. I went on a whim, and
Wow.
the guy is a genius. He is like on another level of genius.
Yeah. I mean, just the way he naturally speaks is just it's just so far out.
Yeah, I don't know if I think he's doing certain shows and stuff, but I don't know if he does too much. He picks and chooses what his
the last thing
projects are.
I saw him in was American Gods, the Neil Gaiman one.
Oh yeah.
That was
Showtime, I think. Yeah.
He was really good in that. Everybody was really good in that. Yeah, what an interesting character. What a cadence. What a presence,
Mm-hmm. What's that?
I prefer to work with Christopher Lloyd though. I'm a huge Christopher Lloyd fan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let me show you something. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get up, Rose. Okay. Well, we have wires. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
We're good. Shit. Show you something. Yep. That's one for the year-end blooper reel for sure. Let me see.
Okay.
All right, 1 second. Gotta fix this $8,000 microphone. Okay, here it is. All right, here it is. Look at that right there.
Oh, that's nice.
That is Christopher Lloyd and somebody else I don't recognize. Probably me.
I can see the reflection too. There's a clown, and
that's a print of Joker. Maybe that's not a good idea.
A Chud or something.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's almost like he's wearing a Joker shirt. Look at that. See it?
It does. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, what a handsome devil that one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Both of them.
Oh, thank you. He was pretty nice. I asked him. So I don't know how you are. I don't know if you're familiar with photo ops, but I'd rather do like when you go to a con, you meet somebody. I was at a Wizard World Comic Con. They push you along when you do photo ops like that, but table spots you can have a chat with whoever you want to meet. So they were like pushing me along, but I don't really care. It's meeting Christopher Lloyd. I'm going to sit there. You can yell at me. What are you going to do? Kick me in the stomach? So I had asked them about Andy Kaufman from Taxi. Andy, loved him so much. He's a great misunderstood guy. And as he's telling me, I have like a Wizard World worker yelling at me, come on, picture. I'm like, Jesus, next time am I going to meet Doc Brown? Shut the hell up.
But, yeah, I just like last night finished Man on the Moon
Oh, real? For the first time?
for the first time. Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's crazy.
yeah, it's a fascinating individual.
What did you think? What did you think? I want your reaction after seeing it. Like, I mean, I know Jim Carrey played him, but it was pretty true to life of the story, his life.
um it seemed to me that he was just so incredibly before his time that it was
Hmm.
really difficult to fathom what he was intending. And it still is even now. And I think that it watching him do whatever the heck just anything that he wanted,
Yeah.
because he found it amusing and diverting and outside the box. I think there's something very liberating and freeing about him. I personally don't think I would want to be him, but I do envy his incredible mind and free spirit. And it just seems like, yeah, just absolutely on the next level. And I could see why Jim Carrey fell in love with that freedom.
Um, yeah, I mean, some people called it method, but he really got into, I mean, like there's a documentary on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it or not. I think it's called Jim and Andy, and a must see. It's all behind the scenes footage of them making that movie and how Jim Carrey was literally, and it was like beyond method. It was
Oh
like,
no, sorry. I watched Man in the Moon and then watched the documentary
oh, you did,
afterwards.
oh, you did see it. Okay,
And that's what
okay.
I just finished last night.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha,
And
gotcha.
yeah, it was, oh man, Jim was so annoying.
Yeah.
But I saw how and why it would get to him. Like he
Mm,
he was just so tired of doing things for other people, and he was just like, this guy is my hero. I want to do whatever the heck I want to do. It
yeah.
makes me laugh, and they're both so brilliant. Oh, but wow, he took it way too far.
Yeah, he it's the point of he was annoying a lot of people, throwing chairs and Jerry Lawler and things like that. But he I don't know, he was before, I was too young to kind of appreciate him. But I I do think he was, just like you said, just ahead of his time. And actually, let me pull him up. I got a lot of look at this. I got all relevant things in this room. Look at this. Here's an Andy Kaufman action figure. Look at that.
Whoa.
40, soon to be 42-year-old man, and I have an action figure in here. How's that?
That's okay. I've
How's
got
that?
I've started collecting Squishmallows.
Oh yeah, all the kids love those. What is the point? I don't get it.
Okay, I'll tell you what the point is.
Yeah.
Um, like they're really cute, right?
Oh, okay. They're probably like stress relievers, right? You hug them and stuff.
It's like hugging a really fat person.
Yeah, I can see that, and that's and it looks very therapeutic, honestly.
It's like
I'm gonna have to buy one.
it's not, it's yeah, it's like a stress reliever. It's like a giant boob.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should leave that into the podcast. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but it is nice. It is nice and very comforting, and your pillows are your friends now. So there's that.
Well, I'm moving my pillow. I usually, when I leave for work, I move my pillow off and put it in another area. So if my dog doesn't, I don't want her to lay on my pillow. I usually, when I'm moving it, this is personal. I'm telling some personal information. People are going to think I'm weird. I don't care. I don't care. So sometimes when I'm moving my pillow, I hug my pillow and I feel like, damn, I just want to stay home from work today and just, I don't know. There's something about hugging a pillow that makes you just want to just like lay down and put on a rerun of the Golden Girls and not get up.
Yeah, make some tea, make some cocoa, and be like,
No,
yeah, yeah, no, this is me today. This is my
just
home.
spend a day with B. Arthur.
Is that your pillows? Oh no, that's your.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, yeah, no, we could go with that. Yeah, my pillow's name is B. Arthur. She has fabulous gray hair.
Fabulous. I actually sleep with a silk pillow because it's supposed to be better for your skin and hair.
I guess so. I
It's
don't know. I have like the memory inside, like the crushed memory foam stuff inside my pillow
nice.
because yeah.
His
So,
allergies.
yeah, all that stuff. Yeah. Uh, questions from so my yeah, they're going to be happy. Juniper and Mallory are going to be happy because I started the show off. I guess some people are going to be annoyed that I started the show off with my pets questions, but you can deal with it. I don't care. I don't care. They come first, so they got my question. They got their questions in. You're still in Atlanta, right? So, are you pretty much there? You have family there now, clearly, right? So, are you pretty much for the long haul in Atlanta, or is there any long-term plans of moving out of Georgia or not really?
Well, I my base is Atlanta,
Hmm.
but I have a place in Indianapolis.
Okay.
Yeah, because the pandemic and everything, I thought
Hmm.
I I'm gonna get out of Dodge for a while. It's just it's a very hectic city, and sorry, my earbuds are doing something weird. Um, I got a lot of anxiety with the traffic in the area, and I started having panic attacks when I was driving. So
Yeah.
I just decided to get out of the city, and so if I say that I'm in Atlanta, I'm usually either just staying at a buddy's place or I'm
Yeah.
actually outside of the perimeter
Yeah. Yeah.
because the drivers they're atrocious. They're highly aggressive, and but I've conquered the whole anxiety thing, and I no longer have panic attacks. But I think part of that is because I got out of the city.
Yeah, no, that was actually something I was going to ask you, and you just answered my question perfectly. Um, a lot of people with your talent and career, clearly it's either one side or the other. It's either LA or move to New York. And if the traffic in the city there is bugging you out or bugged you out, I mean, that would be hell. I don't, if you move to like, I don't know, New York or LA, oh God, I can't even imagine. I have friends who live out west. My cousin moved not in LA, but more towards Oakland. And I know I've
It's still crazy traffic there too, but I
mhm.
prefer it. I prefer it to Los Angeles. Los Angeles is
Yeah.
atrocious, but it's comparable to Atlanta traffic. And I know that's probably boring to talk about on a podcast, but the first time I drove in LA, I was really young and I had a rental, and a car full of drunk people literally drove me off the road.
That's not good. It's awful.
Yeah, they were, yeah, like heckling me and shouting at me and like drove me off the road. And I was just like, fuck LA.
Yeah, no,
It's
I mean
horrible.
it's yeah, no, it's awful. I don't know. It doesn't get any better. Uh I mean, I live in Jersey, like I'm close to Philly. I'm an hour and a half, or no, 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours, I think, from New York. But um, there's still assholes. Like I was going on my way to work. Was it Friday? And someone pulled out in front of me and literally almost head-on collision. So I don't know. It's just people. I'd rather. I just need them to invent flying cars. I'm just sick of driving. I'm really sick of
Yeah,
it. I'm
yeah,
sick.
or automatic cars or something. And I mean, you take
Well,
Amtrak. I took
uh,
Amtrak to Philadelphia from New York and New York City, and it was pleasant.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was really nice. And then you don't really need a car in the city, but it's expensive too. So
So you've been to Philly before for work or something, or
I shot a movie in Philly. Gosh, when was that? I think it was like 2005, I
okay,
think.
gotcha.
We shot in a big, beautiful mansion. I played a baroness that was a French baroness that was actually a lizard person. But it was fun. I got to play in a scene with Benjamin Franklin, who was this guy who would literally do Benjamin Franklin interpretation. I don't know what you call it, where they pretend to be Benjamin Franklin for tourists.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I know exactly what they are. There's a handful of them in Philly.
He was
Walk
really
around.
good
Yeah.
until I got a little mean because my character was supposed to be mean, and I
Yeah.
think he kind of took it personally.
He didn't get it.
He didn't get it, and I felt really bad. But I'm like, what? I'm not going to break character, dude, just because you're sad. Like, let's go with it. Uh,
Yep.
That was a long time ago.
Got pissed off. It was kite.
I got tangled up.
Yeah, I know. So does that so do you ever so if there was a if you got a gig in, New York or LA, would you travel you travel there from Atlanta? Um would you prefer to work like, if we were shooting closer by, or do you like traveling? Do you not
Oh,
like it?
I love traveling. I love
Yeah.
traveling. Yeah. And as long as I'm not driving, and the person that's driving me doesn't drive like a lunatic,
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with it. Yeah. I mean, I like visiting. Well, I especially like visiting New York. I've never had any trouble there. I've actually driven quite a bit in New York City and didn't mind it, oddly enough. But uh yeah, I mean, it's a great opportunity to visit all my friends that have moved out there. So
Yeah, I have quite a few that moved. So one thing I was thinking is with the with the Hannah Fierman, uh, I mean, I'm a fan of the Hannah Fierman late night thoughts Facebook posts. I'm a big fan of them.
thank you.
Sometimes I'll read them like I'll read them twice. I'm like, wait a minute, what is she saying? What is, and I'll read them back. But that got me thinking. It got me thinking. And they're good. They're really good. And I recommend anyone at home read the Hannah Fierman late night thoughts.
Sometimes they're pretty far out there.
Far out,
And
yeah.
maybe my punctuation doesn't or my spelling perhaps isn't so good or
It's okay. I mean, I enjoy them, but my point was, I think eventually, I don't want to say now because I know you're busy with gigs and work and everything. You're direct now and stuff and everything, but maybe Hannah Fierman's late night thoughts could become its own podcast on the internet. What about that?
Oh,
That's my pitch.
wow.
That's my pitch. That is my pitch.
So
Hannah
yeah,
Fierman.
some thank you so much. I appreciate that. So some people were just like, oh, you should do a coffee table book.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But
Well,
the thing
no,
is that
nobody
I
reads.
delete I delete them the next day. So I have no
Yeah.
idea. Yeah, so they're all gone. But yeah, maybe. And I thought about doing a podcast before. And if I do find that I have the time and I think it'd be fun for me and everybody else. Maybe, yeah, it's not a bad idea. I like it.
I think so too. You can, you just every week would be a specific random topic, and you could have guests. You could, just rant as long as you want, and get everything off your chest. And yeah, I think it'd be a good thing. Not now though. You're busy. Like maybe like 15, 16, 17, 24 years, like 37 years from now. Just do it. But don't forget I told you this though. Don't forget I told you. But in 37 years, I want the Hannah Fierman Late Night Thoughts podcast.
All right.
And I don't even want any revenue. I don't want any. I just
No?
I just want to be a guest one time. So
All
we can
right.
talk about aliens or something.
Oh yeah, let's definitely do that.
Yeah. Wonder if she is on the other side of the door. Before we get out of here, let me see. I'm gonna see what's on the other side of this door. I gotta see. Real quick. Yeah, that's her. Okay. All right. Yep, she's here. Yep. All right. I knew it. I kind of knew it. I kind of knew you're here. Don't kill the podcast. We're
Oh,
not done
it's
yet.
that
Maui, wait
puppy.
a minute. No, we're not done. Hannah's still on the show. Maui, we're trying. Oh gosh. Now you're hijacking. You've hijacked the podcast.
That's a big puppy.
Okay. I didn't want. All right, get down. Stay, sweetie. Thank you, sweetie. You're good. Okay. We'll pee in a second. Okay. It'll be fine. Just don't touch the oh yeah, you know what I forgot to ask you. So we were talking about drawings and arts and everything before we get out of here, and my dog pulls the cord out of here. I think my idea is I want to start drawing celebrities, like maybe old school celebrities, like portraits. I'm good at portraits. So give me
I am too. I like portraits best. Landscapes are hardest for me.
I was reaching for a pencil, but I'm realizing I'm recording this, so it doesn't make a difference. Give me like one or two people that I could draw, and I'm gonna do
I
them.
think, okay, Barbara Steele,
Okay.
she's got a heck of a look.
Okay.
Um,
And then an alternate option. I'm gonna do whoever.
Salvador Dali.
All right, that's fair enough. I'm gonna pull up their pictures on Google, and I'm gonna draw a portrait. And yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that'd be fun.
It's a good idea, I think.
Yeah, good idea.
All right, Hannah. So we're at the what are we at right now? I think it's
I don't know.
we're past the hour, so we probably should wrap up because our audience is going to bed right now. Even though they're not live, they're probably going to bed whenever they see this. So I hope I didn't bore you guys out there. I'm not bored. I love talking to Hannah. Hannah is one of my favorite people in the entire world.
I could
And
talk to you all day long.
yeah, we could do this for like 7-8 hours.
I
But
mean, nobody'd watch it, but we'd be amused.
that's one of the what's one of the cool things about the internet is you can go as long as you want, but I don't know, sometimes you just have to restrain yourself, right, Maui? Right, Maui? Okay.
Hey, Maui.
On the floor now. Hannah's saying hello to you, Maui. So what do you think about you're the only person. What did you just say? Okay. All right. Anyway, there is a jacket. I'm gonna mail it out to you since you're a two-timer guest on the show. It's a windbreaker. It's not the best windbreaker, but it's got a logo on it.
Oh, thank you. I will love it and cherish it and wear it like highly frequently.
I didn't say what logo is on it, but
I figured it was your logo. Wait a minute. Wait, I take it back. Wait, what logo's on it?
it's a logo of Kroger's, the shopping store, Kroger's. So if you'd like a Kroger's windbreaker, it's coming your way, Hannah. Well, you'll have to wear it, or you're not my friend anymore. So
Fine. I'll wear it. It'll become a thing.
try to wear it. That could be like your, like you're directing now. Steven Spielberg has his trademark. Your trademark's going to be when you direct, you're going to wear a Kroger's jacket. Windbreaker. There's that woman director with the Kroger's jacket. Look at that.
Yeah. It's like NASCAR.
Oh, yep.
Not very cool.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a good idea.
That's a good idea. It's a really good idea. Thank you so much. Thank you for my windbreaker. I appreciate that.
Two-time guest. Anyway, thanks for coming on the show. And I think this shouldn't be the last time. And I don't think we should wait 3 more years in between. That's my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely not. Even, I'm happy to come on whenever. And, even when I don't have anything to promote, I'm happy to chat with you. And it's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Well, before we get out, you're very welcome. But before we get out of here, is there anything you want to plug or promote? Because that's only fair. And of course, whatever it is, I'll link it up in the description. So,
I mean, I don't have anything. I have several movies that will be out this year, but I don't have any dates for them yet. But my feature that I directed, Dark Circles, is it's getting there, but I don't want to jinx anything, so I'm definitely not going to give it a time frame. And but please follow us on social media, and whenever updates happen, we'll post them on there. And a feature that I did in Pittsburgh.
okay.
I've done 3 or 4 features in Pittsburgh last year, which is really odd. I didn't realize my life would be taking me there so frequently. But this movie called Wolf Hollow is finished, and I think it's really something. I've seen the trailer, and I'm really stoked to see it. I haven't seen the feature, but so that I think is it's having its premiere April 1st in Pittsburgh, and so we'll follow that and check it out if you like spooky shit. And that's all I gotta say right now. But thank you for asking.
Will do. Do you still get? Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this right now. Look at this. Can you get folks at home? Can you see who's calling? I'm not going to pick up right now. I can't. That's my, look at that. Look at that. There's my dad's calling me. Look at that. Look at that. Ronnie's calling me right now. I'm going to have to call him back. I can't do it right now, but sorry, Dad, if you're watching this. I I just had a thought, Hannah. Do you still get kind of spooked out when you see super scary stuff? Because I remember last time you're like, I do get terrified when I see stuff that's really over the top scary, like
Yeah.
watching at home. I mean, not working on it. It's a different thing when you're working on the set, but I mean, watching it at home by yourself, you still get terrified, I'm sure, right? But nothing
Yeah.
changed nothing changed.
Nothing. No, I watched Smile and I didn't think it was going to mess with me. And then that night,
I have
I'm
to
just
see
like,
that. I didn't see that yet.
I'm looking at shadows, like
Yeah.
just freaking myself out,
Mhm.
turning on all the lights. Yeah. So yeah, I'm still real sensitive to it. I have a hard
Yeah.
I watch them now. You know, I challenge myself to watch them, but
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. I have to see Smile and Barbarian, so I got to check that
oh,
out.
Barbarian is so good.
Did not see it yet. Got to see it.
Watch it. Watch it.
Will do. All right, Miss Hannah, it is time to end, unfortunately.
Well, it was good chatting with you, brother, and I hope to see you and chat soon. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Thanks
Mwah.
so much, everybody, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.
Bye.
Peace. Cheers.